I hate my own voice. I really do. If you stumble upon this video, well, now you'll see a guy who's decided to try and practice speaking so that he's a bit more confident, so that he can hold a conversation and hopefully make more friends. Now, from today onwards, I'm going to try to make maybe short videos talking about just random topics that I have been thinking about so that I can practice speaking. I really want to sound more confident. I want to be able to, hold eye contact when I speak. And I hate that whenever I speak, I always look away when I'm trying to think. And it really bothers me. It makes me so cringe when I look at my own recordings. So today, I'm going to change that. And someday, I'll be able to do public speaking. So whatever I have to do to get more friends, to be recognized a little bit more, and not be someone who's just doing everything alone all the time, and not just be someone who makes conversation awkward, not be someone who can't even go on dates because, let's be honest, with the way I look, I'm sure, like, if I don't have a good an interesting personality, a whole good conversation, or make people laugh, I'm sure I probably won't be able to find somebody. But that's not the point right now. The point right now is just to practice speaking about random topics, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and raw, unedited, and hopefully in the future I can look back on this video and see my progress, see my mistakes, and get better. So today I'm gonna talk a little bit about something that I've been thinking about. The feeling of you're falling behind, the feeling that whenever you meet your friends, you go on social medias, Facebook, when you scroll through Facebook, you see your friends post that they're doing very well. You see them get new jobs, they get promotions, they get, in my case, many of them get scholarships and go outside the country, travel around the world, move to new cities even. Cities that, to be frank, I really want to go as well, but I can't right now because I've been failing so much. Since I was young, I've always been told that I'm the one who's always smart, who always do well in class, that I'm the type of person that will have a lot of potential in the future. And so I don't know what happened. Uh, I'm not sure at the time whether I believed it or not myself, but I think it kind of get into my head. And I'm sure that some of you probably have the same story as well, where you were younger, when you were younger, you were told you were smart. Maybe you were actually smart, but then the more you grow up, the more you realize that maybe that's not true, or maybe what's going on, what's wrong with you right now, and it's happening to me. Everybody is doing so well, whereas me, I'm working at with the jobs that I don't hate, but sometimes when I reflect back on it, it makes me feel a little bit hollow, like there's something missing, which is why I kind of try try my best to you know pursue, like, get more scholarship, try to apply for more scholarships, apply for different jobs, but there's a lot of rejections going on, so it is tough. And sometimes you might be, it might be really difficult to ask for help. Like one day you decided, you know after being like kind of alone for so long, you kind of forget how to ask for help in a way, in that whenever you decide to get better, ask for help, ask for advice, and maybe a little bit encouragement on the side. You message people, maybe your teachers or your boss, your former boss, for example, for recommendations, for references, so that you can apply for a new job or scholarship. But most of the time, whenever you send those messages, it takes a lot of, I wouldn't say effort, but it gets you on your nerve a lot, where you keep you keep checking your email. Let's just say that when you send an email to your teachers, for example, asking for them to help with recommendations for a reference letter for scholarship, and you ask a bunch of them. You're not necessarily close with anyone. If you're like a person who doesn't really talk to people much, or who just sits in your corner and only do schoolwork, and you don't network or socialize, and it can be a little bit difficult and nerve-wracking when you ask for help from the teachers. And sometimes it takes way too long, like long enough that you have to follow up with them, and you feel ashamed a bit that you're actually asking them for help, and you can almost feel like they're hesitant to help you. And especially when you failed the first time after you ask for their help, and then you go and apply for another scholarships that require their help again. Now then it really sucks. You start to really doubt yourself, and then you know where to go. And that's just where I am right now. I'm at a point where I can't even use social media right now. I can't even go on Facebook, because I will see all these posts from my friends where I'm happy for them. I'm truly am, but at the same time it also hurts. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that maybe this is all happening for a reason, right? And on social media, for example, not everybody shows, or most people don't show the struggles when they're just sitting quietly and try to improve. They only show the success stories, the happy moments. I think that is what is happening, and I guess I should just at least keep trying and pushing further. I don't know when I'll win or I'll succeed rather, but I'm pushing forward every day, because I still want to believe that the day that I succeed will come. I still really want to believe that. So that's why it's sort of a small motivation for me, and I'm making this video hoping that if you're going through the same thing, and if this is your story as well, I'm not gonna be the one to tell you that to never give up and you'll succeed. I don't think that's necessarily true. But what I would say is that you are not alone. I'm making this video to show that I'm going through it as well. You're probably going through it as well. I don't know that, but probably, right? And maybe, just maybe knowing that you're not alone is enough for you to move forward, to not give up, to try and try, and hopefully something will stick, and you can look back on this video in the future and say that you did it. You're no longer that person. Thank you very much for listening, and yeah, this is day one. Hopefully you can talk more and do more videos in next days. See ya.